Are you eating? Mmm, yummy? Look, Isla. Say hi.
Hi.
You're so funny. You want to see yourself? Look. Hello, beautiful people. It's been a hot little minute since I've been on YouTube, but I missed you guys. So I wanted to come back, talk about some things, talk about this hair. A lot has changed. So I'm going to get ready real quick. I want to take you guys along with me while going out to a couple stores. So let's get into it. Not the most flattering angle, but this will do. So as you guys can see, this hair, whew, I think I'm on day 3 hair. So a little frizzy per usual, but that's all right. Today I'm gonna use these. This is the Miche Lavish Leave-In Conditioner and their Hydrating Curl Refresher Spray. I recently saw a picture of my hair from like 3 years ago. I will insert it here. And I was like, oh my gosh, my hair looks so different. I was like, my hair is not as curly as it used to be. It's not as full, not as voluminous as it used to be. I feel like I lost so much hair. Like when I wash it, I shed a lot. And I know there's a lot of factors to that type of thing. Like it could be hormonal, your diet, stress, all that type of stuff. So I know all of that is affecting my hair and why it's different. I've heard, you know, while I was pregnant that a lot of people had experienced their hair changing after having kids. And some people's hair returns back to normal and some people's hair does not. So that was definitely something that I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if that's going to affect me. And it has. But you know what? It's all good. It's just another reminder that I am not my hair. I am me, despite what it looks like, right? I noticed that my curls are a lot tighter on the top, maybe like my new growth. And then on the bottom, it's just wavy. And it's always kind of been like that, but the waves are a lot more wavy than before. Like my hair used to be, you know, like spirally curls, and it's not that, which again is okay. I don't know if they're going to be like that again, but I do admit that I haven't been caring for my hair the way I used to. Like before I would do, you know, the weekly deep conditioning, hair treatments and things like that. But these days, I don't know, I haven't been caring for my hair the way that I should. So seeing that picture kind of put a fire under me, and I was like, I need to get my hair healthy again because I have been not focusing on that and it's not a good thing. So yeah, since I'm going out today, I'm just going to let it air dry. When I diffuse, it looks better, it looks bigger and fuller, but I don't got time for that. So I recently got a little tan. You can't really tell too much in the camera, but I'll show you guys. Do you see that? Yeah, it used to be that. So I got a little tan, so I'm not gonna wear foundation because I just don't feel like it. I live in Florida, so I should be tanner than I am, but I don't really sit outside a whole lot, so that's definitely the goal for this summer. I really like this palette. This is the NARS All Access cheek palette. So it has some blushes, highlight, and bronzer. Oh my gosh, I do this every time. I always forget my concealer. Why do I do that? I gotta put it where I have redness, usually around my nose. This is the Pacifica Activist Volume Mascara. So spring is here and I love springtime. I can't believe we're already in the 4th month of the year. That's crazy to me. Unfortunately, in Florida, spring kind of goes right into summer. I mean, we did have a short few months of like really nice, cool weather. I love that time. That's my favorite. I had to move in front of the window for the better lighting, but I'm done. Very, very simple, very basic makeup today. So let's go. Out with Mom Dukes. So we're gonna get Isla a garden basket. Shout out to Chasing Denise. It gave me the idea. Ready, Isla? Say I'm ready. We're gonna check out Dollar Tree first. Let's see what they got in here.
More than one, right?
Oh, these are cute.
Ah, okay.
$1.25. What happened to $1? These little cupcakes are cute. Isla, what is that?
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Yeah, you love bubbles, right? Yeah.
Open.
Here's her little basket. Seeds are a good idea. I don't even know if hummingbirds come here, but I love hummingbirds.
Oh my god.
This girl's obsessed with Elmo. Where you see Elmo? Oh my gosh, I didn't know they sold that here. Get out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm hyped. I saw those on, yeah, I saw those on Amazon and I was gonna order them.
Hey, Mama,
Wow,
look,
that's
so
crazy.
cute. And Cookie Monster.
Oh my goodness.
all of them.
This girl.
Wow.
Good thing it's all $1.
Cookie Monster.
Look at this little tea set, so cute. I'm gonna get her one. Me and the grandparents are splitting this basket, so it's a lot of stuff already. Yeah, let's see how much.
Anything for my little baby.
Oh, even though she's acting crazy right now. Etch-a-Sketch is always clutch for when you're on the go. I have specific toys that I like to bring in the car, and this would be a good one. So I think we made out pretty good.
We sure did.
I mean, not all of it is for her. You know, some stuff we got for the house, but for the most part, we got some good stuff for her basket. We're gonna check out Ross real quick and see if we find any cute outfits. She has a lot of dresses already, but we'll see what we can find. How cute is this? Really cute for church. They have other ones with hats, but this is super cute. Very pretty. Okay, so we're back. I'm happy with the items that we found. Dollar Tree is clutch, guys. Dollar Tree is always like my first go-to because they have a lot of good stuff for the right prices, right? So this is her little basket, her little garden basket. And I laid out all the stuff I bought here on the bed. So these butterfly clips, so cute. She's really into Play-Doh right now, so this is a little Minnie Mouse Play-Doh. It's called a figure stamper. I guess you can stamp the shape of Minnie into the Play-Doh. And then I showed you guys this. You can't go wrong with an Etch-a-Sketch. She has a bigger version of this and she loves it, so perfect. And then this cute little garden center watering jug. She loves to play with water, so I know she's gonna like this a lot. And then I got these little like cupcakes. This is cute. You can open it, put things in there. And then I got this. I thought this would be really cute to like plant together in the backyard. This is Wildflower Blend. So it's supposed to attract hummingbirds. I don't even know if they come this way. I have no idea, but the flowers would be really pretty. And then this is a 2-piece bug catching kit. Honestly, I'm not trying to have her like mess with bugs. I just know she'll have fun with like the container. She likes scooping up water and stuff, so that's why I got this. I was not trying to have her play with bugs. And then it's not here yet, but I also ordered her a coloring book from Amazon. It's called He Is Risen. So it's an Easter like resurrection coloring book. And that should be arriving tomorrow. And then I have this bottle of bubbles. I got this another time from, I think, Target, maybe? We also got these Lays. She loves playing with these. My mom has some at her house, so she'll be happy to have her own. And then I got her a little chapstick, a little Carmex chapstick. She loves chapstick. She thinks it's so funny to like swipe back and forth. So this is her little garden basket. It's really cute. I just have to get that coloring book to add in. Yeah, she's gonna love this. I'm so excited. It's so cute. So I know some of you might be wondering, why am I calling it a garden basket and not an Easter basket? Why aren't I getting eggs and bunnies and that, you know, popular theme? Well, it's because I learned a little bit more about the origins of Easter and I didn't like what I found. So as a mom, I'm trying to research a little bit more about the things that I take part in and that I celebrate and that I let my daughter celebrate. So, you know, I celebrated Easter my whole life. So I learned that Easter is an ancient pagan holiday celebration. I think the name Easter came from a goddess called Eostre. I don't know if I'm saying that right, or Eastera, something like that. So I guess she was a goddess of fertility and they wanted, you know, their lands and their people to be fertile. So they sacrificed to this goddess. And that sacrifice included I'm gonna keep things PG because this is a family channel, but basically making babies, right? And you can put 2 and 2 together. The girls that they used for that were often virgins, and there were sacrifices there as well. And then the eggs and the bunnies kind of represented that fertility, you know, like fast growth. There's a lot more to the story. It's kind of disturbing. So I'm gonna leave a link in the description box of a video I came across. As always, do your own research. At the end of the day, everybody's gonna do what they wanna do. I'm gonna, you know, choose to do what I feel comfortable doing. So that's my choice. As a Christian, I choose to use, you know, this day to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Do your own research. But yeah, so that's why. So just wanted to share that. Another thing, so I've been spring cleaning my garage, and I'm really excited about it because my garage looked like a hurricane hit it. Like a lot of my stuff and a lot of the baby stuff, I admit. So over the past week, I've been like back and forth in the garage, just cleaning things out, and it feels good. Spring cleaning is like a really fun time. I feel like it's almost like another new year to me. Like it's a fresh start. Physically, you're cleaning out your home, you're cleaning out things that you use, or reordering like things around you to make things flow better. So I really like spring cleaning. I like that time. As I was cleaning, I had on a podcast. I like doing that, like just listening to stuff as I go. And the podcast was about the typical thing that I listen to, emotional health and spiritual health and just learning and growing. And I, you know, as I was cleaning, I was like, wow, this is really cool because physically I'm cleaning and changing things around, but I'm also doing that for myself mentally. And I thought it was pretty cool. So I shared that concept on Instagram. And if you don't have Instagram, I'll share what I wrote with you guys. Spring cleaning can also look like organizing your values, unpacking and sorting through past hurts, clearing out doubt, hanging up kindness for all to see, scrubbing off unforgiveness, sweeping away negative thoughts, getting rid of unhelpful habits, and dusting off your confidence. So I kind of use that like analogy, like the physical cleaning can also be done mentally. Or take an inventory on your mindset, like, is my belief system helping me? Are my patterns helping me in my relationships? Can I grow in certain ways? It's always good to do that every now and then. Like examine what you're thinking, what you're saying, how you're acting, and see if that's lining up with what you say you believe. So it's just good. It's good. It's refreshing. Let me know in the comments if you guys are also spring cleaning physically and mentally. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for coming along. I definitely want to vlog more. So let me know in the comments below if you guys are interested in seeing anything specific from me, or if you're okay with just, you know, bits and pieces of life and sharing about what I'm going through and what I'm learning on this journey we call life. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.